Okay, so now for this masterpiece strategy, it's about hearing your spirit or your subconscious mind. So depending on which way works for you, whichever way resonates, whether it's your spirit or your subconscious mind, the truth is that there is inner guidance helping us in every decision that we have. So the more we're able to hear it and follow it, the better we go on our genius path. So the questions in the quiz are these ones here. And it is, how long does it take to hear guidance from your spirit? So this is a skill, just like anything else. And we want to build this skill because it's where your greatest creativity will flow through and your best decision making. And this is just what we've seen time and time again in the research, and I know from my own life as well, is that this is kind of like a hidden superpower that will allow you to not get stuck in the things that you normally would and move forward at a better rate. Yet it depends on our ability to be able to hear that guidance and then trust it and take action on it. So this could be, like I said, your spirit, God, universe, the higher power, your subconscious mind. And the goal is to get quicker and quicker and quicker at hearing your guidance so that you can use it more and more and more. In the beginning, we can't really hear it. I know for myself, I didn't hear anything before I started training with Nicholas. It was before I started going through the emotional clearing. I was kind of like numb to it. There was nothing. I was looking for a signal from the higher power, and there was nothing coming back. I was like, all right, I guess I'm just alone here. The thing is, though, the signal was there, but I was just numb to it. I was deaf to it. So there's two ways to improve upon this. Obviously there's practice, but the thing with this one specifically is, like, if you're not getting a signal or the signal is kind of like faint, practice isn't necessarily what's going to help it. And this is where I see just nobody's really talking about this. So there's two specific ways to be able to hear your spirit faster and easier. Number one, move up the scale. So the higher our average score is, the more easier it is to hear our inner guidance because there's less static, there's less noise diluting the signal. And we move up the scale by clearing the emotional resistance patterns that we have. So moving up the scale, a significant part of it is clearing the past emotions that we have. And the more emotionally clear we are, the stronger the signal comes through. Because we hold on to pains that happened and mistakes that we've made or ways people treated us, and from a body perspective, those chemicals of stress, those neurochemicals, get lodged in the body or in the muscles, and that can create malfunctioning in the body, and that kind of puts a buffer between our signal and us. So the more emotional work that we do, the more shadow work we do, the more resistance patterns that we clear up, that's part of the equation of hearing the signal better. The other item is building your channel. So this is just what we see time and time again is let's clear out the resistance that's blocking the signal, and then let's build up the channel so that a stronger signal comes through. And this is where the Lotus light body technology is so powerful, because it's a specific procedures of building up the channel so the signal comes through more clearly. And that's part of the reason that people just blast forward on their path, because they're getting clearer guidance and they're feeling it, so they're moving forward on the decisions they need to make for their purpose. So with this, that's something to keep in mind. Now, that's kind of like more of the science approach to it. From a more spiritual perspective, building your channel means building your channel to your spirit. And this is an example diagram of the different levels and layers that comprise of who we are. Like, we only see ourselves in this tiny body that we have, yet there's many different layers from a spiritual perspective. It's the idea that we have many different layers to ourselves. And building that channel allows the signal to come down and be more clear. So clear out the emotional resistance patterns, and B, build that channel. That's what will allow the guidance to come through faster and faster and faster. And as that happens, it becomes easier to use that in daily life, because especially if we go back to when it's seconds, you know, that's really what, because it is kind of inconvenient, you know, if maybe it takes 20 minutes in a quiet place, and that's okay to start with there. So we want to build this quicker and quicker and quicker, so that when you're faced with just really practical decisions, you know, whether it's your team, your marketing campaigns, finances, whatever it is, you can hear that guidance. And it's, as we talked about the GPS method, where level 3 is like where you can ask a question, you're going to get an answer back. It's really what this is. It's a very advanced form of the GPS method. So that's where we have with this. And the one action item that I take from this is to just understand that this is a skill. It's a skill, and it doesn't mean you don't have to be some, you know, guru on a mountaintop to access your inner guidance. You don't have to do all these weird different things to access it. It's inner guidance that's within you at every moment, and it's just this very practical process of clearing things out and then also building a channel so you can hear it. And this is extra incentive to go through the light body technology as well, because that's, again, like the fastest thing I've seen to blast forward and open up that channel so you get a clear signal moving forward on the path of your masterpiece. So that's what I got for you in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.